You would think, ABC, having just paid $15 million for a defamation lawsuit, would think not to engage in conspiracy theories about assassination attempts, but I guess that's too much to ask from The View. I mean, I got to ask you, because they said it, are you aware of any plots from Elon Musk to push President Trump down the stairs?
Absolutely not. Let me be unequivocally clear about that.
Has The View finally crossed a line it can't come back from? For years, this daytime talk show has been a lightning rod for controversy, with its hosts dishing out hot takes that spark headlines and headaches for ABC. But now, whispers of massive lawsuits, backstage chaos, and sinking ratings are threatening to unravel the show's legacy. Let's dive into the drama that's got everyone talking, from viral rumors to legal battles that could change everything.
Leavitt appears to be a fierce operator, but she's also 27 and arguably quite glamorous. So of course, the kind and progressive voices at The View reacted to her appointment like this.
I think she's probably been put in there because according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
First up, the rumor that set the internet on fire. A supposed $800 million lawsuit from White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt against The View. Social media exploded with claims that Leavitt was taking the hosts to court over defamatory comments, with some even saying she'd already won a fortune.
And watching this clip, I couldn't help but think how ironic that Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and the rest of the ladies on The View spend their time calling Republicans the conspiracy theorists. But they have been wrong about everything they have said over the last couple of years. They likened President Trump to Hitler. They have mocked him. They have shamed him. They have lied about him consistently on their show.
Videos on YouTube racked up hundreds of thousands of views, spinning tales of ABC's panic and hosts scrambling to save face. But here's the twist. There's no evidence this lawsuit ever happened. Fact-checkers like Snopes have debunked these claims, pointing out that channels like Magnet TV, Genius Data.
I would like this young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework. Because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you, because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that table. Women were not invited to many tables in this nation. The reason we fought and busted our behinds to make sure that you didn't have to worry about this. And now to hear you talk about it and to hear anybody talk about the wokeness was put in place for a reason.
And Agenda Elta Insight. We're pushing fictional stories for clicks. Still, the buzz around Leavitt's clash with the show isn't just hot air. It's rooted in real tension that's been brewing for months. And that's just the beginning. So what sparked this legal rumor in the first place? It all traces back to a biting comment from Joy Behar. In January 2025, Behar took a jab at Leavitt, suggesting she landed her White House gig because Donald.
I mean, you'll deal with these kind of crazy questions from the White House podium. How do you plan to deal with it?
Yes, I absolutely will. I feel prepared to do that. I've been facing the media now, speaking on behalf of President Trump on the campaign trail for the past couple of years, and we are expecting the media to be hostile. However, Kaylee, if you do talk to a lot of these reporters off the record, they will tell you they look forward to more press transparency and access. And while we will expose the fake news when they are fake, we will hold them accountable for their lies and smears of President Trump. I can also assure the American people that they are going to be hearing directly from the leader of the free world.
Trump thought she was a 10. The remark didn't just raise eyebrows, it ignited a firestorm. Conservative outlets called it sexist, and Leavitt herself hit back, accusing the hosts of hypocrisy for slamming Republicans while dodging accountability. The comment stung because it wasn't just a one-off. The View's hosts have a history of targeting conservative figures, and this time, they picked a fight with someone ready to clap back. But was it enough to spark a lawsuit? Not quite, but the drama didn't stop there. The View isn't new to legal hot water. In 2022 alone, the show issued 36 legal notices on air, correcting statements that could have landed ABC in court. From comments about Matt Gaetz to Pete Hegseth, the hosts have had to backtrack repeatedly, reading disclaimers to dodge defamation claims.
Many of you in the media clearly missed the art of the deal. You clearly failed to see what President Trump is doing here. You tried to say that the rest of the world would be moved closer to China when in fact we've seen the opposite effect. The entire world is calling the United States of America, not China, because they need our markets, they need our consumers, and they need this president in the Oval Office to talk to them. And that's exactly why more than 75 countries have called, because the United States of America is the best place in the world to do business. And as the president has shown great courage, as the secretary has said, in choosing to retaliate against China even higher.
Former co-host Meghan McCain once said these notes are a big deal. They mean the show said something risky enough to invite a lawsuit. Posts on X have even claimed that Sunny Hostin, one of the show's legal experts, has become a liability, with 7 legal notes read in a single month late last year. Each correction is a reminder. The show's bold style comes with a price, and ABC's legal team is working overtime to keep up. The internet hasn't let these slip-ups slide. On X, users have been relentless, with posts calling The View a propaganda machine and mocking its legal troubles. One user, a Texas Archangel Zero, pointed out the 36 legal notices in 2022, laughing at the show's knack for stepping into trouble. Others have fueled rumors of cancellation, claiming ABC is fed up with the drama. While these posts don't prove anything, they show how The View's controversies have turned it into a punching bag online. The more the hosts lean into political, hot topics, the more they invite scrutiny and clicks from viewers who love the chaos. But what's happening off camera is even juicier. Behind the scenes, The View is reportedly a pressure cooker. Insiders whisper about budget cuts hitting hard, with promo shoots scaled back and guest bookings drying up. Sponsors are getting nervous too. Nobody wants their brand tied to a show dodging legal bullets. Posts on X have hinted at morale issues, with staff feeling the heat as ABC execs crunch numbers. One rumor even suggested the network might pull the plug, sparked by a false claim that ABC's CEO called The View TV's worst show ever. While that story was debunked, the fact that fans believed it shows how shaky the show's reputation has become. And with ratings reportedly dipping, the backstage vibe is less sisterhood and more survival mode. But the hosts aren't going down quietly. On air, Whoopi Goldberg, Sunny Hostin, and Joy Behar are doubling down. When Leavitt called out their conspiracy theorist label, Goldberg fired back, defending the show's mission to call out nonsense. Hostin, meanwhile, has brushed off legal rumors, insisting the show's critics are just playing the victim. Their defiance is classic The View, unapologetic and in your face, but it's a risky move. With every bold statement, they're rolling the dice, betting they can out-talk the backlash. Some fans love the fight, but others are tuning out, tired. The same fiery debates that feel more rehearsed than raw. And that's got ABC execs sweating about what's next. So where does The View go from here? Cancellation rumors are swirling, but ABC has denied claims of pulling the plug or shaking up the host lineup. Still, the show's future feels uncertain. Posts on X suggest viewers are losing interest, with one user, a proud biatch, claiming the show is losing viewers daily. Add in the legal headaches and sponsor jitters, and The View is walking a tightrope. Could a major rebrand save it? Or will the next controversy be the one that tips it over the edge? One thing's clear, the show's knack for stirring the pot might be its biggest strength and its biggest liability. And now the plot thickens with sponsors reportedly jumping ship. Industry insiders say brands like Procter & Gamble and Unilever are rethinking their ad spots, spooked by The View's legal and PR troubles. A 2024 report from Adweek noted that daytime TV is losing advertiser trust when shows get too controversial, and The View is a prime example. Posts on X have fueled the fire, with users like MediaBuzz99 claiming, "Big brands are done with the show's drama, too risky for their image." While ABC hasn't confirmed any major pullouts, the math isn't hard. legal fees plus bad. Press equals nervous advertisers. If the money dries up, the show's glitzy set might soon look more like a discount clearance sale. But someone's thriving in this chaos, and her name is Karoline Leavitt. Enter Leavitt, the 27-year-old conservative firebrand turning The View's attacks into her own spotlight. While no $800 million lawsuit exists, her clapbacks have made her a hero in conservative circles. She's not just dodging the show's jabs, she's building a brand out of them. On X, users like Patriot Pulse call her the future of media warfare, praising her for calling out liberal bias with poise. Leavitt's social media is a masterclass in capitalizing on drama. Every witty response to the host's barbs racks up thousands of likes and retweets. She's not shouting into the void. She's crafting a political resume that screams, "Don't mess with me." And with every viral moment, her influence grows, making The View's attacks look like free publicity. But the real battle is playing out with the audience. The fans and haters are drawing battle lines. Loyal The View viewers are rallying on X, with users like Sunny Fan for Life insisting the show's honesty is its strength. Whoopi and Joy tell it like it is, and we're here for it. Meanwhile, detractors are louder than ever, with accounts like Cancel The View trending hashtags calling for the show's end. One post from a truth seeker X read, "This show's been spewing nonsense for years. Time for it to go." The split is stark. Fans see it as a bold voice for truth, while critics call it a tired echo chamber. This divide isn't just online noise, it's a warning sign. If The View can't bridge the gap, its audience might shrink faster than its budget. In the end, The View is a wildfire of its own making, blazing with drama but at risk of burning out. From debunked lawsuit rumors to Joy Behar's sharp tongue, from legal notices to fleeing sponsors, the show's legacy is teetering. Karoline Leavitt's rise only adds fuel, turning every jab into her gain. Can The View reinvent itself, or is it headed for the daytime TV graveyard? The answer depends on whether ABC can tame the chaos without losing the spark that made the show a legend. What do you think? Can The View survive this storm? Or is it time for a final bow? Drop your take in the comments, share this video with anyone who loves a good scandal, and let's see who's still watching when the dust settles.